So welcome back to the channel. Friday morning here. We're all gathered around. What time is it, John?
Oh, it's
late for you, isn't it?
It is a bit late actually. Usually around the field at this stage, but anyway.
Yeah, it's great to have a little bit of a break here. Starting to enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Really on the last roundup after this farm. We have today, which we're probably ahead of schedule a little.
Oh, well ahead. Well, yeah. Nicely ahead.
Nicely ahead. Probably won't hook tomorrow.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, we might take Saturday off. Well, we won't be taking it off. We just won't be planting. We've other jobs to do, so we're going to tidy up and all that before we move to the next farm. But as you can see, we have all our boxes here. Tractors are starting to roll out. Connor, who's generally on the dish donor, is just going to do a bit of ripping there because we're caught up on him a little bit.
We've only headlands left now.
So we've headlands in this. We've quite a lot of headlands to do.
Oh, a lot. Well, we've some of them done. Like
we've two done yesterday evening.
Yeah, so we're not too bad.
Yeah, so we had a good day yesterday. I think we planted 40 acres yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah, so that was good going. You know what I mean?
It was good going because we were doing bits and pieces there.
Yeah, but everything's going well. Marco was on the job with me as well. You'll see over here. It's a gorgeous sunny morning.
Here in Ashburn.
In Ashburn, yeah. He's just filling up my planter there, getting me ready. Great addition to the team when he came, isn't he?
No bother.
We'll catch up with Marco in a minute there.
But yeah, everything went well.
Yeah, everything's going well.
Yeah, no, there's no hassle.
Good
weather, everyone's in good humour.
Everyone's in good humour, yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Connor's going to rip for a little while.
Yeah, it's just run headlands there. They can be a little bit slow and a little bit tedious there. We've two across, bit of a river there, and we have to do them before we can move back out here. So what's left from the farm then, we're going to sow in maize at a few fields there, which will be going into maize in the next... Today, I think, yeah. Today maybe, or in the morning, whenever he's available, he's going to do it. So given a bit of rain the weekend.
Small bit, I think, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot.
Yeah, so we're down to 130 acres in Ratoath, and it's lay ground, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Should be all right, as long as it's not too fibrous.
Yeah. We'll catch up with Marco here and see how he's getting on.
That's it.
Are you ready? Action! Well, Marco, what's the story?
Oh,
Are you happy out there, aren't you?
oh yeah.
A bit of a change from the workshop.
Yeah, and workshop and was ripping, tilling now.
Yeah, so he's my logistic manager here. He's able to get all the boxes for me, have everything ready, tip them in the planter there. So you're enjoying it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice job.
It's a nice job, isn't it? Yeah. And you'll be busy too, like.
Yeah, busy and all the need to stock them empties.
Yeah, well that tippler now is not great for. It's a fantastic tippler, but just for working the empty boxes, it's not great because obviously the sides on it there, and you have to kind of. Be dead spot on ready to get into the box, don't you? But we have the pallet forks, and we'll wait till we're finished here, and then we'll stack them back. We'll probably stack the boxes. We have a couple of old sheds here, and we put them into the sheds. It just keeps the boxes dry.
Yeah.
You know, so no point getting.
No, it's nice tippler. This is easier, and this side tippler.
Yeah. Oh, you were good on the side tippler too. You weren't that bad.
No.
Huh?
Oh, this I'm better.
So that's really the roundup this morning. It's good weather. You enjoyed this weather,
Oh
don't you?
yeah, lovely. Oh, nice. Like yesterday. I
get the boiler through half yesterday.
Yeah, it was first week I have off them.
Well, it was actually warmer, I think, in Ireland yesterday than parts of Spain. So.
Oh, yeah. When I was on sun, oh my goodness, lovely. Snoring.
Were you snoring, were you? So you won't be snoring today. We're in headlands, so we have the. You keep an eye on me there as I go around.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And we'd no breaks this week. Had you any major breaks on the? No.
Thanks God, no.
No, we'd none at all.
Yeah. Just when you have time, give a chance to guys
so
change
if you get a chance there, you might go around them all just to make sure that the actual grease guns are. The grease is going into the right spots, you know, the usual. We've lads with grease guns here and they're great, they look the part, but sometimes the grease doesn't go where it should be. But yeah, look, with fairness, the lads are very good, they look after them there, they're kind of always checking them there, which makes our life a little bit easier when it comes down to the maintenance.
Much easier.
Yeah. But apart from blades and just greasing PTO shafts and things like that, that's just all routine stuff. So, what varieties are we on here, Marco? Come on now. Rooster, yeah. There you go. You never fail. Right, okay, I'll let you have there. My planter's full, is it?
Yeah, it's full.
So I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you ready to go? I just get full one and follow you.
Yeah, right, okay, that'll do it. Yeah. Just head over to Eamon. He's in the 6,920. You able to walk it?
I think so.
Has John B showed you all the
bits.
Ah? How come you got this one?
Don't know.
You don't know. So you swapped roles to John B.
Yeah.
How's he getting on at the Ridger?
He seems to be happy out, yeah.
He's happy out, isn't he? Good for you to get a change too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy out there, yeah.
So Eamon had been giving us a hand. He was at college and he used to come in and do all the ridging. And then when he was free there, he just hopped into the Stoner then and left John B at the ridging. And he's happy out. So I think John B is going to apply for the job next year for the ridging job. Can we give it to him, will we?
Well, yeah.
So, look, we're going to head down. The guys are heading down the fields here, down the headlands. I think Caleb is down there, and Conor will follow him after Eamon here. I'm going to hop into the planter and go down and see what's going on. So, we'll catch up with Caleb there in a minute.
Yep.
See a few Brussels sprout stalks there, have we?
Yeah, so
They
hateful under the
They're hateful, aren't they?
Because like whenever you get them jammed in the disc, the only thing you can do is stop and reverse back.
Yeah. So these two fields here, swing around here. This field and the field behind us there, we had sprouts on them. And while the till up great, the stalks can just cause that little bit of an issue there, especially on the discs more so than that, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Just if they wrap themselves around, the only thing you can do is reverse back or pull them out. Cause, like you could, often with stones, like you can tilt them and use the hydraulic disc to lift them up, and you'll get stones out. Whereas with the stalks, they're just not nice at all. But
Oh, you have a handy Caleb.
I'm telling you, it's the nicest track in the fleet here, so not so bad. You don't have it for much longer, but.
No, well, still, we're just going to swap it out now because we've a bit of tilling on the corner to do. This tractor probably suits it because of the tyres and the wheels, and it's 50k, and we're able to go around the different farms then when we're done. So we're going to have to start that probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we need to do a bit of pre-emergence on the weed control on the ground. So
it's definitely a dog in a wolf and dog's clothes.
Yeah.
It's a lovely tractor now for the stone on it. Because so used to driving the 6930 where horsepower was kind of like, especially in good conditions like this, where you're well able to move on. The horsepower was the biggest thing that was holding you back from just going that bit quicker. Whereas with this here now,
you have 175 of the all in it.
Yeah, and there's booster in then as well.
Is that
220 or something like that? Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm in the boost the whole time once I'm over. over
Oh,
I think 1300.
The plus there.
Yeah, so there's just over 200 on it. It's that's fantastic tractor now. Sure, it's a bit nimble on the same kind of wheelbase as the 6920,
Yeah.
but then just a whole lot more horsepower.
Did Kevin from Midlow, did he promote you to say all this?
Sure, it's not the bit. Not, you wouldn't see it on the glasses or that at all. I got into it there the other day, and he left them on the passenger seat for me.
He left them for a reason now.
Yeah.
Don't think he left them on purpose now. Ah, he did.
He told me I could keep them. He says he's about 100 pairs, so if anyone wants any, he's selling them above me.
Yeah, there's any amount of case glasses there, so you want to get into Midlow Garage there, they'll throw you a free pair of glasses.
And that's
Just
Kevin
ask for Kevin. Just ask for Kevin.
He's getting a €1 commission on a €5 pair of glasses.
Probably get you a free demo of a tractor there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this tractor probably would have been in the sprayer most of the time, and we took it out of the sprayer last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we had Taha moving it on, but it's the special edition one with the lovely shiny bonnet, even though it's probably just not that shiny there at the minute.
No, it's
With the amount of dust that's...
fair covered alright, but it's a lovely spec of a tractor now, fairness. Like, everything down to the heated leather seat and just heated mirrors, things on tractors that aren't that common.
But do you find that, we'll say, on a tractor that's well spec from the beginning, even as it grows older, it still has that, once it has that spec,
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, it's very few that it takes a bit longer to get outdated. Like,
yeah, true, yeah.
and even simple things like the mirrors on this, I'd be so used to how good the mirrors are, and they're electric, like I can move them as I want to, and the wide angle and everything on them. I sat into the 6930 with Connor the other day, just having a bit of bother with the stoner.
Yeah.
I drove it for a run, and the crap mirrors on them, like terrible in comparison, because you get so used to these. Like, I can see my wheels clearly all the time.
And that's probably an important thing on a tractor, is get a good mirror, especially for the stoning, and the fact that you have two of them here. You can just see that bottom wheel there, and that's what you have to see.
Yeah. So, like driving the stoner, especially on headlands, you're literally driving off your mirrors.
Yeah, no, we're not too bad. Well, actually, there's a good bend coming up here, which is part of the field, so you will have to steer your way around that, because if you don't steer your way, then I have to...
Yeah, we'll just end up driving across our own bed and making a mess, which is no addition.
No, that's really not what we want. But you can just see in the alleyway there is the sprout stalks, bit of stone at there. This field kind of, there's a good bit and a bad bit to the bottom, but it's not as...
Yeah, this
which
whole...
can happen, this whole little bit of a
So-
valley here.
This is alright now, but it's kind of up near the top end of the field. You'd see it in the colour of the clay.
You can, of course, yeah.
Like, it's far lighter stuff here now. It's nice to walk up.
You do get a great appreciation of soil and everything, don't you? When you're in the field, people don't realise, they think a field is a field. It's far from...
Like, you could have a field that could have 4 different soil types.
and yeah.
Sandy stuff on one end and blue clay in the other end.
Yeah. Top speed this year, you were saying yesterday, you got up to...
8k, yes, that was the record.
Was it?
Yeah, so, and like, I'm not pushing it on that hard there now, and I'm doing nearly 6k here on Headlands, which is brilliant. Like, just conditions are perfect. So we're well able to get the acres in per day now.
Yeah, it's been a big plus. The weather has just made it that little bit more easy there. These, we actually went to the stone it the other morning, and it was a little bit sticky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was too wet. It just wasn't able for it. We left for the day and rolled it again that evening, and it was lovely.
It was powder.
It made some difference. Like, you could go in and spend the day doing 2.5, 3k just trying to nearly make clay, which doesn't happen, but just give it the day to dry.
And sometimes these are the calls you have to make during when you're on the planting crew, don't you?
Yeah.
We have to. If there's a problem, then we have to kind of walk around the problem.
Because if you ignore it and try and go on, well, you're either going to spend the day in.
Yeah. Well, we had another field, which is that bigger one out there. I just said to Kevin, go into the other field, see what it's like. If it's any better, stay in there. So that's what the lads done. And
we stayed in there for the day.
I think we stayed in there for the day. We came back in here in the evening, and we finished this one off then. So it was ideal. Just once the ridges were up and they got a bit of drying into them, it's amazing how much the difference it makes. It just puts a little bit of a crust or a top, as we say, on the trail, and it makes an awful lot easier for the distoners to walk around.
A place that could be too wet there in the morning, by the time you get into it in the evening, you could be rising some dust off it. Like,
yeah.
Which would be the regular. It's a lovely complaint to have at this time of year, is just how dusty all the windows get every day. Like,
It's a terrible complaint when you have to get the window lean out every day, isn't it? Keep the windows clean.
Like, I only cleaned that window yesterday even before you
No,
started the headlands.
no. Are you sure of that? Connor has his spotless.
Yeah, he does.
You see that? Yeah,
He does. He cleaned them probably yesterday for the first time after I hopped up into it. And I said, how are you driving that thing?
Connor's first priority in the morning is a sausage roll and a cup of coffee. Isn't that it?
Yeah. I wouldn't be far off.
Yeah. We all need a little bit of a lift in the morning to get going. And we've a shop up the road there, so
I think
I'd say the delight to see us coming in for the last number of days. I think the sales will drop now when we move out.
They're getting the money from us anyway.
But that's how it keeps the world around, isn't it?
It does, right?
Yeah. Any issues with the stoner?
Yeah, we had a few things. The drive belts to the stars on the right hand side.
Yeah.
The drive on the sprocket for the front, say, steel star.
Yeah.
It give up. My drives are very worn on the elevator, so
You'll get the season out of them and then they'll have to be changed.
yeah, if I load up my elevator too much, it'll just slip.
Yeah, well then
So-
you need to just drive it. And yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's it, just so I can keep less out of it. And I even sped up the elevator just so
Yeah.
that I can have less weight on it.
Yeah.
So it's throwing it off faster. So
Yeah,
that
well,
made the biggest difference.
Shout out to Bison Grimmy there, came out to the morning. In fairness, they were out within. You rang me and I'd say maybe half an hour later, whether.
Yeah, and straight on. Like, in fairness, like, no matter what has happened, like, even then with Connor's stoner, there was issues with the check valve on it for the control on the front.
Yeah.
And so by the time of it happening, making the phone call, him being back running, so it was less than 2 hours. Like,
Yeah. Great service to have, in fairness. Give a good.
so no matter what it is, they'd always be fairly good for keeping things sharp.
Yeah. I think Eamon is just straying ahead of you there with that 6.920 there. I don't know what you're. I hope he's de-stoning.
We hopped up into it last night now and we done the big field out back, just 3 runs, and sure, it nearly turned into a race so they could ride it.
Yeah, that can happen.
Because,
Who's the best driver? What's that?
but the problem when you're doing that on headlands is the closer you get to the ditch, the worse it keeps getting. So
You could end up at the last run and you could be left there. It can be a lonely run, can't it, on your own? As
Connor was
coming
right
down,
only last night.
coming down a headland with roots and or something like that. And I've often seen it.
So you've seen that in a few places before, right? We'd have to have a lad standing and in the boulder box just to
You
show
would, yeah,
all
yeah.
the stuff out. Like.
Because in the back of the box there's kind of finger rakes in it, and they're great job for stones and that, but they don't like the roots. The roots to kind of bridge across them, and then everything goes out the bag rather than go down out the elevator, doesn't it?
Yeah, and once that happens, you just bung up the whole of the stone on it.
You've a nice scrap of Brussels sprouts there coming through. See there.
I'd say you could bring home a few of them down Cooper.
I wouldn't just fancy them down after going through these machines.
No.
With any damage on them.
But like, you look at that side going up through that stone, right?
Yeah,
That's just
I just get a vision of it there now. So I know the sun is again the camera there, but it's
like,
absolutely just flowing through it.
you couldn't ask for any better stuff than that. I'm finding this year now that just with a bit more horsepower, using the Stoner 540 Eco and actually running it at the right PTO speed makes some difference. Like if you were to look at the other 2D Stoners, you'll watch everything just underneath, see where the bar comes up.
It'd be bubbling there, would it?
It'd be bubbling and flipping and turning the whole
Yeah.
time there and building up at the front. Whereas this in 540 Eco, it's always a lovely stream. So I'm finding a lot less bulldozing with it.
What's the plan for the year? You're heading off here?
Yeah, going off to Canada, out to Rogers Custom Contractors in June,
Yeah.
and sure we'll see how long we last or whatever we may do. I don't know. We're trying to do some
You're
better.
going for the experience, is that how Callum?
Oh, that's it exactly. Sure, qualified now. It was pretty much there around Christmas time. I was thinking to myself, like, what's next? Because that's just doing the apprenticeship. You're always waiting for college. And then when there's no more of that to look forward to, it's kind of what's next. And so, well,
Yeah.
I think it's a fairly common thing now for a lot of people nowadays is go and work abroad.
Do a little bit of travelling, see the world,
Yeah.
educate yourself.
So I'm like, I don't know what I could take you on that you could end up out for longer or go somewhere else. Or maybe you might want to go home after 2 weeks. You don't know.
Oh, you'll be home for the digging now, won't you?
I should be might be. We might be.
If not, I'll be over for you. Don't worry.
I tell you what, you pay for the flights home. And come back. The flight's back.
Though the flight's back, is it?
Yeah.
You'll be back, all right.
Yeah, I think the season beyond it is still.
You're moving into what there? Summer, will it? It'll be.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite enough like here for the month of June.
Yeah.
Maintenance and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, this probably the planting season has kicked off a little bit earlier for us. We kind of had penciled in for the month of.
Like I had booked my flights for June because on average it's normally the middle of May that you'll be finishing up.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, sometimes you could be the start of June. So it's 5th of June now would be perfect. It'll be a good overlap. But it turns out there's about a month of an overlap now.
Yeah.
Surely we'll be finished here now.
Yeah, we'll be finished here today anyway. We'll take tomorrow, as you say. You're not working tomorrow anyway.
No, off tomorrow. But we're not under much pressure now. Thankfully, a good time.
Much on at home, have you?
There's always plenty.
No, it's plenty of it, yeah. But you need a break too, don't you?
Well, that's it too.
Yeah.
And we've a lad, Harry Williamson, below in college with Sean Martin in Tralee.
Oh yeah.
So,
shout out to Shawnee there. We headed off to Tralee last Monday.
Yeah. Living his best life below.
Living the best life, I say. Yeah.
Oh,
he said I'll ring you during the week. He says never heard it from him since.
He was probably expecting me like Waterford, where he'd be middle of the week. He'd be, oh jeez, I can't wait to go home.
Yeah.
No, not a bit.
No, he's his own boss now, isn't he?
Yeah. It's a different life picture. I suppose it's normal to most people that go way off to places and stay to go for college and whatever. But in an apprenticeship now,
you found the apprenticeship very good, didn't you?
I loved it, man.
You loved it, yeah.
Like, I knew I was set on doing it from when I was probably 13 or 14 years of age.
Yeah.
And I never had any complaints about. Look, maybe some things can be a wee bit outdated, and if there was an extra phase of college, I'd do it. You know, that sort of way. Like,
yeah.
You can't have it everywhere. So, no, I really enjoyed it. Like,
if this headland, we'll have to just. God, that sun is quite blaring, isn't it? I'm not going to give out about it now.
No, we'll take it when it's here. I know this headland's wet.
Yeah, that's it. That was always a bit of a heavy spot there.
I came in here to the stoner the other day, and I think it was only after being tilled across and showed the back up the whole way. And next to me, one wheel just sunk. And I had to come to a dead stop and
you
let it
kind of have to be careful, especially with the wheels. Like the stoners can be quite heavy, and if the boulder box is full in at all, it'll sit down, and you wouldn't want to be reversing with it.
No,
you could end up with an accident.
You'd always have to be careful reversing them, Ari, because you'd see
all the time. Yeah,
you'd see it lift the whole drawbar in the arms. Whenever you start pushing into stuff like.
Yeah, you always better drive forward as you can, but sometimes these corners can be tight.
Yeah, some of them could be interlaced. You know, the first 3 or 4 runs all bridged into each other.
Okay, I may better hop out here. Or I'll be behind us. I'll be last home again. Usual story, isn't it?
Sure, we're nearly doing the same speed as you, planting now.
Yeah. And there's 3 years, there's only one of me, like that's the difference.
No lunch break for you today.
No, I can't complain. I've Marco there, he's my logistics manager, and he's able to keep me. Every time I look around, he's a box and a hopper.
Yeah, he'll keep it fit.
He doesn't realise, I said, like, you know, it does last longer than 10 minutes, like, you know what I mean? He's just filling me up all the time, I says, but great complaint to have.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good at that way.
Well, that's really it. Next week now, we're on our last farm.
Yeah. On lay ground there, aren't we?
Bit of lay ground there. Probably a little bit more tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't generally. There's always one place at lay ground. Every place is always horrible.
It's always the best side, but it can be just that bit harder to handle. But no bother to you. You're working here in style there, so you're grand.
Well, hopefully I get a bag for it now.
We are going to swap around, but we probably will have it back.
I think every year if the stone, I've always ended up driving the 7-8-10 the last farm.
Have you?
Whether something will happen to the stone or the tractor or whatever, I've always ended up driving.
The 7-8-10 needs a little. She needs a little blowout every year too, doesn't it?
I thought she would do a walk with you asked
Yeah, she'd horse along with that too, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's a fair dog thing now. It'd be
Isn't
just
it?
like this.
It's just it's probably a little bit more awkward, that's something.
Yeah, the steering lock and the wide wheels and
Amazing,
aren't that good. But then when you get into it, like remember the likes of Bally's time when I was driving it and if you're on a hill like this.
Yeah, you need all the horsepower. She just sails up and she was leaving the other ones behind her, wasn't she? Right, okay.
Right.
Hand me the mic there now and I'll hop in here and we'll catch up with you there next week.
Right.
Good luck. Smiley heading him again here. Conor was in good form. What's is it the weather,
really.
Conor?
Yeah, it would be.
Where's the sunglasses? Do you have the sunglasses on you?
On the 1630.
On 1630, look at that. Well, why out there?
I just tidying up boxes.
Yeah, so we're kind of finishing up on this farm here in Ashbourne and we have to kind of put everything back so that when we come back again here it's kind of
Tidy.
a bit of tidy, yeah. So we've the boxes and we've a shed here. We're just going to take the boxes off, put them in here. We have plastic and everything to bring home to dispose of. And yeah, that's really it. Jack was around there giving the tractor a bit of a wash, I think.
Yeah, we're off the portable washer there. It's handy enough.
Yeah, so it'll just never dust on the windows and that. And you could be cleaning them there forever. So we decided, okay, we'll just give them all a bit of a lick and clean them up a bit there. So if things are going well? Yeah?
Seems to be, yeah.
All good, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So he's head, you're probably head this stone on the driver now, yeah?
No,
Or is Caleb taking that?
No, Caleb.
Caleb, yeah. So Caleb's a bit of a lead. Conor generally ends up in the middle somewhere.
No,
Because when he's behind there, they're always giving out that he's stuck in the way. You need a bit more horsepower for next year.
Today, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I know that, yeah. that's for another day, Conor, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So that's really it now for this week's video. As we say, we are just finishing up, and tomorrow we have a little bit of Saturday, it's Friday evening here. Tomorrow we have a little bit of chipping and a little bit of prepping on the next bit of ground that we go to. We're waiting on John B to get ploughed, so he's going home pick up the 8430. He's going to put it in the plough, and he's looking forward to that. Just get it ripped, get it up, get the fertiliser on it, and what's the laugh about there?
Yeah, man, with the top off.
Huh? Oh, that's Jack, yeah, he's out for the suntan. No bother on Jack. Hardy buck. It's one he's not in for the interview here, is he?
Oh,
How did he manage to get on this team?
He always comes.
Isn't he?
Mm.
Jack is the sub there when he's not at the cattle, so he does the cattle in the morning, comes up to us
Tries to do
generally around
stone then.
10:30, 11 o'clock there, and great push on because he can drive the stone, he can drive, nearly drive
Drive
past this
anything,
thing. Yeah, so man of many talents.
Mm.
So that's it for this week's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as per usual. We will catch up again next week. Hopefully a little bit of, I suppose, a catch up more so. Workshop Wednesday, a little bit suspended for the time being as the guys have been out and about giving us a hand as well. So it's very hard to be in two places at one time. I've been out planting and busy there. Next week hopefully should see the end of it, and we'll get back into the workshop and get a few more videos up then when things settle down. But fantastic month, I have to say. Incredible really to see the weather that we're after having.
Yeah.
Isn't it, Conor?
Yeah. It's great.
It's great to see. I think air conditions working on everything. That's one
Yeah.
thing it's a necessity.
Yeah. This year, yeah.
They should only. No big problems. Like, yeah. Oh, you had a problem yesterday, so something happened. A solenoid or something went.
Solenoid or sensor, I don't know what it was.
Anyway, he got fixed up and he's on the move again.
Mm.
So yeah, the boys are busy washing there. I'm going to finish on my last spin to do, and then I'm going to pull in a little bit of a wash, a bit of a clean up.
Get to dinner.
Into dinner. I might go for an early evening. You wouldn't know. We do have to move, so that has to be done as well.
Do that first.
So, all right. Hope you all enjoyed the videos you said, and we'll talk to you all next week.